once again, and today we are making bread. But there's something I want everybody to understand about bread. Do you know you can have one single mixture of bread loaf, and from that single mixture you can be making more than 1, 2, 10, 20 different types of bread. In my kitchen, I believe in kitchen made easy, you know. I don't want to be bored in the kitchen. I don't want to waste too much time. So you can have one mixture of your bread, and of course, you have a lot of bread recipe from there, adding 1 or 2 things. And also, these are homemade bread. No food preservative, no additive, no chemical of whatsoever. We are just making normal homemade bread. So please come with me, because from this one single mixture I might be making more than 5 different types of bread at the end of the day. So let's kickstart. So the recipe is there already, so we are kickstarting straight ahead with the process. So first you have the 1 kg of flour, which we are going to be measuring here. You add your 1 kg flour, but from the 1 cup of sugar, I'm going to keep some to use for catalyzation, okay? So you add your cup of sugar. Next you have 1 tablespoon of salt. You add it. All our dry ingredients are coming to the same place. Then production milk. That is milk powder. We have 1/2 cup. I'm also adding it to the... But if you don't have milk powder, if you have the liquid milk, please, you can as well use it. It's very flexible. Then we have our margarine. For the 1 kg, you're going to be using 300 grams of margarine, but you'll be using 200 on the mixture, then we'll use 100 to knead, okay? So I'm taking this down so I can get my measurements for margarine. So I got my margarine, 200. So we still have 100 grams to go. So I'll add it to the dry ingredients, please. Then next, we have the nutmeg masala, which is about 1 tablespoon. Nutmeg masala is for pastry, bakery, and of course you can as well use it for marinade. Then now we have our lukewarm water. Lukewarm water meaning it no cold, it no hot, but I'll be using that to catalyze my yeast. Okay, so you can even start the catalyzation before you proceed to adding your powdered items to your mixer. So now to catalyze, we also have our yeast. We'll be using 60 mils of yeast for it to prove very well. We'll use 60 mils of yeast. That is the dry yeast. We'll use 60 mils. Then I have my remaining sugar from 1 cup of sugar we are to use for the entire production. I'll add it to it. So for you to catalyze, you need lukewarm water, yeast, and of course your sugar, so that it will prove very well. This bowl. Then I'll add 1 cup of the lukewarm water here. But the entire water we'll be using to mix this particular dough, that is 1 kg recipe, is about 3 cups. It's about 3 cups. So now we have our yeast. Always make sure you put your yeast in an airtight container. So you can see the way I preserve my yeast. And we need 60 mils of yeast. This is it. You tight it back. We're needing our 1 cup of water here already to mix this yeast. So you allow this yeast to proof. So I'm going to seal this particular yeast, allow it to proof for just about 5 minutes or 10 minutes while we proceed with the mixture of our powdered ingredient we added to the mixer. Our powdered ingredients. Remember, we also have 1 piece of egg that we'll be adding to the liquid mixture later. And of course, we have our milk paste flavor, which is about 2 tablespoons. But if you want it extra, maybe you can add your vanilla flavor. But I don't want to add vanilla flavor, rather using the milk paste flavor, because I'm going to be dividing the dough into different portions for different bread, so that the vanilla extract or flavor will not overshadow what I'll be producing later. So it's time to mix our dough bitter, and this is called dough hook. Okay, so we'll start with this first. I need to fix it properly. Then we'll bring it down. This junction, it's time now. We have mixed this for just about 3 to 5 minutes. Remember? Then now we look at our yeast. The same yeast I catalyzed earlier. Instead of what could have been happening here is already happening here. So it hastens your cooking period. It also helps you to reduce the cooking time. So now I will just add my catalyzed yeast. Then we still have more water to go. That is lukewarm, please. 1 and 2. So we'll start adding the water gradually. We have already 3 cups of water. Then we have our 1 piece of egg. Then milk paste flavor. We have 30 mils. 30 mils of that. This will make your bread to taste milky and amazing. What we are making is homemade bread. From this bread, we'll be doing a lot. So I speed up the speed of the mixer so I can get it within a short possible period of time, and to mix this for at least 20 to 25 minutes until it becomes fluffy and transparent. When you pick the dough, you discover that the dough, you can stretch it and it will look transparent. In fact, you can view the next person behind you from the dough. So let's speed it up so we can get it out as quick as possible. So what we are making now is just normal bread loaf. So from the normal bread mixture, we'll be having different types of bread at the end of the day. And for each bread I'm producing, I'll try as much as possible to show you what you can add to get another bread with the measurements. Yeah. I need to change this. This is called dough hook. So I'm changing this dough hook from the dough beater. So can you see this? Look at. See how stretchy it looks? So this is what you should be expecting. So I'm still going to mix it. We just mixed now for 15 minutes, so we need further 10 minutes. So I'm going to take the bread down using my spatula. I'll take it down from the bread, from the dough beater. So I'm setting the timer. This is called dough hook. You can see it hooks the dough and twists the dough. You know, so it turns the dough in a different way. We'll do this for about 10 minutes. Then we'll bring the dough for kneading. After kneading, we'll kickstart other processes, okay? This is not an RTE, please, it's still undergoing baking. So putting hand gloves is not necessary. Yes, all you need to do, wash your hand properly. And for me, we are certified food professionals, so we go for our food handlers test after three months and we take our vaccine. Okay? Yeah. But for home, food handlers test should be maybe after something like 6 months, twice in a year. Yeah, but for people that deal with food virtually every day, should go for food handlers test 4 times in a year. That is quarterly. Yeah. It's time to check our bread. Oops. Look at what we have. Woo, look at this. Your bread needs to be, you know. So, let's take it down. Okay. Trying to say the other time that you discover that your bread is looking transparent. Can you see? Can you see? So it's supposed to be looking transparent. Please, if you haven't gotten your mixture to this level, just know you have not even started. So look at. Can you see? Can you see how transparent it's looking? Can you see this? I can view the next person through the dough. So it has to be transparent like this. That is how you know your bread is good to go. So guys, from this bread dough, I'm going to be making varieties of bread.